John Schnatter, CEO of Papa John's, blaming the NFL in its protest to the national anthem for their 11% drop in shares at a Papa John's pizza. This your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the boxing clinic. And, they quick to blame the NFL, quick to blame the players that protest that anthem, but he's another guy that supports the Republican Party, often funder of Republican guys that run for president. That's what he does. He was mum on Trump. I gotta wait to see if they gonna do the right thing and see what their political views was. BS. Pretty sure he cut his campaign check as well. But let's get back to the topic of discussion, which is him pointing the finger at the NFL and they protesters for the drop in his shares, his stock in his company. At the end of the day, man, people quick to blame somebody else for their downfall and their issues. When that's the case, pull your sponsorship. Ain't nobody forcing you to stay with the NFL unless you got a legal obligation, leave out a contract. If you want to break partnership with the NFL, I'm pretty sure, Roger Goodell and the boys will understand. Plenty of people pull their sponsorship, so that shouldn't be an issue. If you believe they're a real issue, bye. See you later. Ain't nobody eating Papa John pizza no way these days. Subpar pizza. It ain't good when it first came out. I remember I had it and I didn't have it, where I was staying in Detroit. I'm like, I gotta see what Papa John's pizza about. It was in Grand Rapids at the time. I took a trip over to Grand Rapids, Michigan. I thought it's pretty good. Now I eat Papa John's pizza. I'm like, what is this? What is these little flimsy, 1 or 2 peppers they giving you? Oh, this half cup of garlic sauce. We used to get a full cup of the little garlic sauce that they used to give you. And then, a little bit of that regular tasting sauce they give you on the pizza. It ain't the same product. Blame Papa John's for not making better ingredients and better pizza. You're making worse pizza with terrible ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Look at your product that you're giving yourself. You sell wings is not a deep fryer in the place. Shout out to Plies for saying that. You microwaving food and half cooking pizzas and using cheaper ingredients. That's one thing I never understood about restaurants. When usually restaurants come out, they're very, very good. They start making money, they start raising the price of the food, and they start making the food worse than what they used to make it. I never understood that about restaurants. Please, somebody, let me understand that. I understand that if nobody buy your food and you drop, you got to raise the prices and your cooks don't care because they ain't being compensated good enough. And they want to cook it worse than what they was cooking. I understand, but how can you make your food worse, raise your prices? How you raise your prices, then your food get worse. When your food used to be good, you used to give nice portions out. And that's the same thing here. Papa John's is not the same pizza it was 10, 12, 13 years ago. They've been partners with the NFL since 2010. We seen their prices then drop when Ray Rice put hands on that girl. We seen people get killed, people in the NFL kill people like Dante Starworth. We seen the Deflategate that took the NFL a black eye on it. Even Kaepernick, protesting and taking a knee all last year, your shares didn't drop. You wasn't crying about your shares dropping. All of a sudden, now you crying and blaming the NFL for your shares dropping. Somebody got to be the scapegoat, and he's just making excuses because he's making sorry pizza and he can't get his company together. Let's keep it real. It's not the NFL for the reason that your stuff is dropping. You make a shitty product now, and you need to make better pizzas. You need to get back to better ingredients and better pieces. And I could have a testimony on that. Excuse me. John Schnatter need to get his life together. You don't want to be with the NFL no more? Cut bait. I see you got sponsorships with Paul George and other NBA players. Chill with them. At the end of the day, these guys the protests didn't really start taking over until the simple fact that, Donald Trump, reiterated what owners were saying to him behind closed doors. Owners was calling the players, NFL player SOBs, and I can't believe we paying them all this money and feeding and clothing their family on some Donald Sterling type ish, and they gonna kneel on us over things that they don't have to deal with no more. They in a better place. Forget the hood, forget their communities, and that's what and Donald Trump was only reiterating what the owners was telling to him, and a lot of people don't know that. He got no filter. Ain't nothing safe among with Donald Trump. He the biggest snitch on the planet. Or at least the most prominent snitch on the planet. And the NFL owners like, oh, chill, Donald, chill. No. And this guy want to blame the NFL. Quick to blame somebody else but your own product. Your product sucks, Joe Schnatter. Pizza Hut is way better. I haven't eaten Domino's in 10, 15 years. But the way the commercials looking and the way people starting back to eat Domino's after the epic fall of Domino's, they better than you too. So you need to get your product together, not to blame the NFL. We out.